He hasn't dated anyone to this day. That's a huge red flag, right? Maybe he's finally coming to terms with his orientation, Vivian said. Come to think of it, my boyfriend might be in danger too. Lily knew Vivian was unreliable, but she hadn't expected this level of unreliability. Closing her eyes for a moment, Lily decided she didn't want to argue anymore. Vivian continued, Relax, he's probably gay. Even if he isn't, cohabiting with the opposite sex isn't a big deal. I once found a boyfriend through co-renting, you know? After she finished, Lily finally spoke up, her tone gentle but laced with needles. Judging by what you've just said, your relationship with Jonathan must be rock solid. Lily's speech was slow and deliberate, like soft silk hiding sharp thorns. So, the person who's been picking you up in a Ferrari all this time must be one of his friends? Vivian immediately went quiet. What do you mean by that? Oh, and since you're so enthusiastic about co-renting with Sanyen, why don't you move back in and live with him yourself? After all, adding one more person won't hurt, right? Juggling 2 or 3 relationships at once, Lily chuckled lightly. That's not exactly difficult for you, is it? At the same time, in the living room, Sanyen dialed Jonathan, barely holding back his frustration. Are you out of your mind? Holy, the background noise on Jonathan's end was loud, suggesting he was at a bar. Dude, chill, peace and love, okay? What's with the yelling? Sanyen sneered. Don't tell me you didn't know someone else was living here. Now that he knew what the call was about, Jonathan sounded relaxed, even smug. Why would you want to live alone in such a big apartment? Sharing the rent helps you save some cash for renovating your house. Sanyen, do I look like I need to split rent? Maybe not. But isn't your new roommate Lily? Come on, I've got you covered. Don't mention it. We're brothers, right? Jonathan teased. Forget it, Sanyen said, giving up on reasoning with him. I'm heading to your place now. Don't you dare. I've got plans tonight. Don't come messing them up. I'm a grown man living with a woman. Do you think that's appropriate? Wow. You're saying that now? What about when you asked for Xanadu watching? Didn't cross your mind then? Jonathan retorted. Don't think I don't know how you got that bruised face last time. Let's not kid ourselves. You and I both know what's up. Besides, Lily's stunning. You don't think this situation could work out in your favor? One day, she might even take a liking to you. Before Jonathan could finish, Sanyen heard a door opening in the background. His stomach churned with irritation. He hung up immediately. A moment later, Lily appeared. She looked at him, calm and composed. Can we talk? The two of them sat on opposite ends of the couch, the silence between them heavy. Lily spoke first. This seems to be a mix-up. It's late now, so how about this? I'll book a nearby hotel for you. Sanyen leaned back against the couch, watching her lazily. After a moment's thought, Lily continued, Later, you can look for a more suitable place to live. How does that sound? She laid out the plan with such precision that it sounded like she had already resolved everything for him. Sanyen smirked. You've got it all figured out, don't you? I'm just trying to keep things simple, Lily explained. Since neither of us was informed beforehand, there's no need to let this mistake drag on. Besides, you don't seem like the type to enjoy sharing a living space. Mistake. Sanyen caught onto the word. As she spoke, her brows knitted together, and her lips tightened into a straight line. Her usual calm demeanor, which remained unaffected by most things, was replaced by visible distress. It was as if this situation had thrown her completely off balance, leaving her no choice but to awkwardly navigate her way through it. She seemed to tread carefully, afraid of provoking him or making matters worse. So she stuck to diplomatic words, trying to please him while keeping her distance. Sanyen raised an eyebrow and repeated, How do you know I'm not used to it? Lily replied patiently, Sharing a space requires a lot of adjustments. Most people do it for financial reasons, but clearly you're not in that position. My house burned down, Sanyen said, pausing for effect. All my money's tied up in renovations. Lily pointed out. You own a bar. Not very profitable, Sanyen said nonchalantly. Lily sighed inwardly and softened her tone. Also, I'm a journalist. My work hours are irregular. I often work late and leave early. It might disrupt your routine. Got it, San Yen replied coolly. Just keep the noise down when you come home. No matter what she said, he acted as if he didn't understand. Growing exasperated, Lily decided to be direct. We're members of the opposite sex, which could lead to many inconveniences. You wouldn't want to constantly second-guess yourself at home, would you? Why would I need to second-guess anything? San Yan's gaze locked onto hers, a faint smile playing on his lips. Lily, your attitude is interesting. How so? His voice was low and deliberate, tinged with mockery. Do you think I'm still hung up on you? That I'll start pestering you like I did before? Lily nearly choked on her words. That's not what I meant. Didn't expect you to think I'm such a devoted guy. I'm just trying to address our situation logically, Lily said, suppressing her frustration. You're overthinking what I'm saying. All my luggage is already here, and I'm too lazy to bother with moving again. I'll stay for at most 3 months. Once my place is renovated, I'll leave, San Yen said with a slight curl of his lips. I hope that while I'm living here, you won't try to get close to me. Lily couldn't help but respond. It's just one suitcase. San Yen tilted his head slightly, his gaze playful and nonchalant. So, what's your issue with it? Or, his eyes gleamed with teasing amusement. Did I get it wrong?
What?
San Yen looked her up and down before casually dropping a line, his tone light and unhurried. Is it you who can't get over me? Seeing the expression on his face, Lily suddenly realized that the atmosphere had taken on a slightly combative edge. However, she had no intention of arguing with him and wasn't even sure which of her words had upset him. She didn't hold any particular feelings towards San Yen. Her irritation was solely directed at Vivian. No, you don't need to worry about that, Lily said calmly after a brief pause. I wouldn't dare make a move on you. It's not that I mind. I just wanted to clarify the situation, Lily continued. I'm not sure what I said to upset you, but this has all been quite sudden, and I'm still processing it. And honestly, I don't think either of us is in a good mood right now, and it's already late, she added after a moment of thought. How about this? You stay here tonight, and we both take some time to think it over. We'll talk again tomorrow after I get off work. San Yen continued looking at her without saying a word. Sharing a place isn't a small decision, and we can't decide on it impulsively, Lily explained. If you think it's fine today but feel uncomfortable tomorrow and decide to move out, it'll be a huge hassle for me. Another pause of silence ensued. Lily was genuinely tired and wanted nothing more than to sleep. Every extra second spent sitting here felt like wasted sleep time. She was starting to lose patience.